finals as they finished third in Chan 24. Now, Cedric, let's get into that conversation. The Lions of Teranga came into the tournament as the defending champions, and they were among the favorites. They've left the tournament as third best team, winning bronze. What did you make of that performance where they entertained Sudan? Personally, I felt Sudan should have won that game.
Experience comes to play at 4. Remember, they were not necessarily here to take a bronze medal back home. They knew very well they were defending champion. They will play literally in whatever cards that they can to take that trophy back home. But unfortunately, still they did not command their space well, and they are here now really battling for the third place, and which they had actually to battle it hard out against Sudan to ensure that at least they finished third among the top 3 teams of the tournament. Similar as you put it, I think there was some level of complacency in their Sudanese team. You know, the same defensive Sudanese that we have seen in the trophy, they have been defending their backline very well. They have been communicating very well. Their goalkeeper has done wonders. It's the goalkeeper that has placed them into the game up to where they are. You remember the penalty shootouts. He played wonders. But now, committing yourself, leaving your 6-yard space, know very well that anytime a goalkeeper commits his spaces, he needs actually to deflect the ball. That did not happen, guaranteeing Senegal to come back in the game. And which is the team of Senegal caliber. You allow them to come back to the team, literally you are bound to be punished. Because they have got an experience. They have been in final. They have played so many penalties. Talk about the likes of Koita, 32 years old, who has been traversing with this Senegal through this particular tournament. He knows how to get those penalties. And I saw it happening. When the game was about to die, he was introduced back. Literally was being introduced to go and take penalty. They knew very well that they're taking it to the penalty. There was no any extra time into this particular game. So Sudan played into the Senegalese cards. It's up to Sudan to blame themselves. They did not manage the game. They ended up losing it and ceding it to experienced team like Senegal.
What next for Kwesi Appiah now that he's brought his team to finishing 4th in Chan 2024?
You know, there were so many benchmarking kind of stage coaches that have been really doing it in this particular Chan. I might not be so surprised to see that even after Africa Cup of Nations, he might actually be looking for different grounds, other green pastures around the other globe, or maybe outside the globe. Similar, simply because in whatever temperature and space that we have really seen happening in Sudan, he has been grinding results. Not necessarily in Chan, has also been doing it. He has qualified Sudan to Africa Cup of Nations. He has done wonders. He needs to go ahead and challenge himself, not just to stick with the Sudanese team. We know he can do better in better environment. If at all he can grind the kind of result that we are seeing happening in Sudan, so to assume if even he goes back to Ghana with all the stars and all the qualities that the Ghanaian present, where can he really take that Ghanaian team to? Maybe World Cup semi-finals, or even, who knows, maybe even final. What if he cross over to the neighboring Nigeria and take, we have seen the Nigerian Eric Chelle actually struggling with that particular team. So as to say, Kwesi has some mind that can propel stars or arrange a team that can really go further compared to Chelle. Though Chelle performed well in Africa Cup of Nations against Mali, but what he did to Mali the last game is what has been bedelving him until today. Remember, Nigeria hasn't actually been the Nigeria that we know. So as to say, Kwesi Appiah has actually written his CV, and his CV is now decorated. He has done Sudan justice that it has never experienced. He has a very decorative CV that can really give him good jobs. And I know very well, if he literally continue with this result, even the coming 3 months ahead of us in Africa Cup of Nations, he's not bound actually to continue remaining with the Sudanese team.
On the other side, his counterpart from Senegal, Souleymane Diallo. You know, they came in this tournament hoping that they can roar into the finals, but that roar was not loud enough, but it managed to get into the 3rd place. What next for him? And having in mind that he brought a lot of youngsters into this tournament.
No, Senegal actually is a quite amazing kind of nation when it comes to football. Today, players that you see playing for Senegal might not be the same player that you will see next year. And you see the player that you have seen in this particular channel, literally thinking maybe only one player can grace the senior team. So as to say, the player that were in this tournament, that's why the majority of the Senegalese in this particular, they were 29, 30, 28. There were some few youngsters in total. Those youngsters we are talking about, they are the one now to grow their ladder to the senior team. And they might not be even remaining in Senegal. Maybe next Chan, you will not be able to experience, to see them actually play, because they will have gone outside the Senegal boundaries. This Senegalese team, you see, they are like the defense, their midfield, and their offensive line has been built on a structure. When they play, when they attack with a formula. Literally, that's why you say they like player like Mbaye, who is a defender. Actually, he's now surrendering the tournament with 3 goals. It means they have been offensive moving forward on set pieces, either attacking, carrying the attacking mind in the final third. This is a team that has got all the world stage as kind of quality players. And moving forward with whatever structure they have been put in place, I know necessarily that he has a host of players to bring back to the next chance, not necessarily the player that we have seen. Like Koite is about to retire. He's not a player that will be coming the Christian Gomez. I don't think he will come in. Already Omar Ba, who and again, maybe if they keep the form, but the quality that the Senegalese have, I doubt if the Daouda Ba, Omar Ba, maybe Labase guy, because he's 22 years old, and he's in the national team. We have seen him in Africa Cup of Nations, and he's literally maybe bound to be named in the Senegalese team because he's still looking for green pastures away the Senegalese boundary. It is a team that has got quality moving forward and quite promising. These bronze medalists, I don't think if it's celebrated back in Senegal, I know very well they are not happy. They know they had a team of quality that can bring this cup back home. But just to say they have a silver where at least to wipe their tears.
Yes, Senegal have a silverware to wipe their tears. That is after settling for bronze in China 24. Remember, they defeated Sudan 4-2 on penalties. This is after the match ended 1-1 in full time, and the former champions now settled for bronze. That is what Senegal are going back home with. Now, Hassan Juma, what are Kenyans saying on who will win Chan 24?
Even before reading some of their messages, I'm meant to understand there's a call. Sami from Viga. Sami, hello.
Good evening to you, Hassan, and the team. This is Banadura from Viga. Let me say this. First of all, the cup is coming to our country, which is a privilege to us as a nation to be hosting one of the biggest tournaments in our country. And basing on the game that we are anticipating tomorrow between the two nations, first of all, let me say Morocco on one side, because I'm really championing for Morocco to win. They really, if you look at the first match they played under our group against Kenya, they were quite reluctant, like, okay, we are going to win this cup, yeah, we're the bigger team, yeah, to win the tournament. But again, after being beaten by Kenya, they were shocked, and that gave them now the upper hand of knowing that, hey, this tournament is serious. Unlike what happened to Madagascar, me as a Kenyan diehard, we really didn't feel that we were given the justice that we deserved, because if you look at what happened in our goals, like I may join other Kenyans tomorrow. Yeah, we can again, as much as the two teams we really didn't win, we won against Morocco, but as a Kenyan, I would prefer again Morocco to win the cup because of the Madagascar. The referees really did do well to us. So in the game of the timing of the match and how players are ready, because I saw the Madagascar had a lot of errors in terms of their defensive and the midfield compared to now to the match that we saw between Morocco and Tanzania, and then Morocco on the semi-final. So as a Kenyan, we are really anticipating a good match. As much as we're saying finals, you never know who is the underdog. But in terms of the physicality, in terms of the tactical way of how they're handling the balls and how they're controlling, and how they are now so that it is now in their hands, I'm giving Morocco an upper hand in terms of clinching this year's Chan 2024.
That is Sami from Vihiga. Of course, let me sample some of your feedback here. Where are you putting your money on? Is it Morocco or Madagascar in the Chan 2024 final? Just a second. Of course, the match is going to be played at Moi Sports Center Kasarani. Madagascar waanze kulia saizi tu, ni kijana mkubwa. Morocco all the way, and I'm Coach Emmanuel Wandai from Huruma, and my team is called Huruma Kings, and for the girls it's called Huruma Queens, and I need your support for my team. I'll see you. Beads, balls, keep it up with the good work at KTN. Thank you, Coach Emmanuel Wandai. Morocco are always the best, and they will win the match. Patience Esther from Wamwini, greeting from Sami. Morocco 4, It's from Ahmed, Morocco all the way, from Nakuru.
Wakenene.
Wakenene. Wishes all the best to majirani wetu ambao ni maadui wetu. Madagascar mawili, Morocco bila. Mboya from Kitale. Although I'm devastated, but better the cup and money goes to Madagascar because we have history of club encounters. They appear to be close to Mombasa, and lastly, we were to win because we managed to beat Morocco and something happened, something occurred. Mwalimu Senior Philip Karume Shikanda Butere. Someone here, Morocco to win, Madagascar kichwa.
Madagascar kichwa, wacha tuone upande wa Hotizapu. Hotizapu wanasemaje? Kwanza tuanze na hii hapa. The Moroccan peoples said they are not Africans, and so Madagascar have it and they are going to win it. I rest my case there. Viva Morocco, win. How I wish Kenya met Morocco at the final so that we could beat them again. Odeka BA from Ukwala. Chan 2024, wanasema Madagascar definitely will win at extra time. Morocco for a win. Ujasema Princess DY, alafu Morocco. Huyo ni Tosh. Huyo anasema Madagascar. Huyo naye ni nani? Madagascar will win the Chan. Madagascar Zedi. Morocco 3, Madagascar 0. Huyo ni Maich. Ya huyu ijafika, waiting for the message. Morocco will win the match. Huyo ni Ali Hussein. Madagascar will win Babyface. Alafu ya mwisho ni Madagascar versus Morocco draw. The Gunners direct to the nearest KCB.
Of course, we're taking a short break, but when we come back, Robinson Okenye and Cedric Musumba will dissect Morocco versus Madagascar. The biggest match of this championship is the final of the Chan 2024 championship that will be held at the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. Don't go too far.